Hey you guys, I wanted to give you an update on a few things in the class. For starters, hopefully you know, and today's Wednesday, February 16th, hopefully you are aware that Module 3 has been open, so make sure you go in there and you see what is going on in there. I know some of you are still a little bit stuck in Module 2 for understandable reasons, but you want to not dwell on Module 2 too much longer. So if there's some way that I can help you wrap up those assignments and move on, please let me know. I think I helped someone do that last night. We were online using a tool called BombGuard. I was able to see her computer screen. I was actually able to show her things with BombGuard. I was actually able to help demonstrate through this tool. So I have tools that I can use. When I say let's meet online, I'm afraid some people just think that means email or something, but we actually have really cool tools that allow me to show you things live online. So I welcome you to let me know if you need any help. Let's get you in Module 3. Everything has been graded at this point from modules Orientation 1 and 2, except for Progress Video Journal 2, and I hope to get that graded in the next couple days before this week ends. And then, let's see, webcams. So I have 2 webcams available in the TMC. And so if you don't want to get a webcam, I think most of you have one now, but if you need one on campus, there is one in the TMC. And thank you, Elizabeth Graham, for testing that webcam. I know that was a frustrating experience, but she's one of your fellow students who kind of had to bang her head against the computer all weekend long because the install wasn't working somehow. But I think they've got it up and running properly now. So you just go to the front desk of the TMC and you ask to check out a webcam, and it's for TMC use only during TMC hours. And so if you use those webcams, you go over to the computer with the webcam, you plug it in, and you run the Logitech software. It's called Logitech, I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna look that up. Logitech webcam software. I think that's what it's called. You don't want Logitech Vid. That's like a Skype program. You don't want that. You want just the plain old webcam software. What else? Okay, there's an issue perhaps with the Progress Video Journals. If you're uploading your video journal to Courseden and it's of a large file size, like large to me would mean like 100 megabytes, because a lot of your files are only like 15 megs or 30 megs, and you can handle that over a semester. That won't fill up all your space across 5 or 6 video journals. But you have somewhere between 250 and 300 megabytes of space on Courseden, and that's across all of your classes. So you want to make sure that you're aware of how big the video files are that your particular webcam software creates. Some folks' webcam software creates WMVs, which are really kind of small video files, and those are fine. You can upload those straight into WebCT, probably no problem. WebCT, I mean Courseden. If I ever say those two, those are the synonymous. But if your webcam software makes AVIs, those files, it's a great file format in that it's universal. Lots of different programs can open it. But the problem with AVIs is that they're huge. And even like 40 seconds of AVI is a pretty big file. So that's a little bit problematic. If you have a way to figure out if your webcam software can save as a different type of file, that would be one possible option for you. The other thing, though, that I would recommend is that you just go ahead and get a YouTube account, and maybe get one just for this class, or if you already have one, you can use that as well. And I recommend that you upload to YouTube and you do one of 2 things. My preference is that you set the video as an unlisted video. That means that in order for someone to watch your video, they have to have the unique web address of that video. And believe you me, YouTube URLs are impossible to guess. They're just hideous links full of letters and numbers, So it's very unlikely that anybody's going to find your unlisted video. So nobody in the class will see it. Probably no one in the world stumbling across the internet is going to see it. If they were to see it, what would be the harm? But, if you're uncomfortable with that, then there's a second solution. Okay, but back to unlisted before I move on to the second solution. Another thing, your unlisted video does not show up in searches. So even if you put all these keywords in it about poodles and frustration and computers or whatever, it's still not going to show up if people enter those keywords in a web search, either in YouTube or in Google. So win-win there. And then finally, if you already have a YouTube channel that you share with your family where you post your videos and stuff like that, they're not going to see this video either if you unlist it. So that way you can do it for class, but it's separate from the personal stuff that you already do on your channel. So unlist it. That's the way I want you to go. But if you don't go that way, there's another route. You could actually set your video, when you upload it to YouTube, set it as private, and then you need to make sure that you invite me into your inner circle of your video watching world. And the name that I would like for you to invite me as, it's all lowercase, no spaces, K12 Texters. So that's K12TECHSTERS. So if you could invite me with that, that's great. I'm actually going to include a link below this video in the message with a video on how to unlist your video in YouTube. So if you want to make a video, if you want to upload a video to YouTube and you want to make it unlisted, that's what this video will show you how to do. So please let me know if you need any assistance with anything, if you want to meet. I see students nearly every day, whether face-to-face or online, so don't feel like you have stupid questions or that you're no good at this and it's just embarrassing. Don't feel that way. There's just a range of abilities in this class. Some of you are like, this is way too easy, and others find it way over your head and it's frustrating. It seems like too much work. And so I'm seeing all kinds of responses to it. And anyway, just let me know if you need help. All right? Thank you.